Hey, and welcome to the episode. I'm the Crypto Kid, and if this is your first time checking out the show, please hit that subscribe button and make sure to follow along. So let's check out the Bitcoin market. Today, Bitcoin is sitting currently around $5,600. It's looking pretty good, and again, we are still upcoming to this Bitcoin Gold fork, so you can anticipate that it will sit around this mark or at least start to climb a bit more before next week because we are within the 6 day period before the fork. So there's something else in the news today I wanted to mention, and that is the ICO that happened back in August, and that is Tezos. Now, if you're not familiar with Tezos, they are trying to kind of take over the whole smart contract scene. So that means Ethereum. And if you are part of the ICO, you may know that it had a huge success with over $400 million in US funds coming in. But unfortunately, they are battling some legal issues. Currently, the two owners right now, husband and wife team, Breitman, the Breitmans are in a legal battle with their finance, or I should say, with the president of a Swiss foundation that was set by the Breitmans to hold the funds and manage those funds throughout the ICO. So, what does this mean? Well, they are on track to try to get back on course to start and implement the remainder of their promises, but with the issues that are set forth, it could potentially slow them down. So hit that subscribe button and follow along if you're interested, because I will be keeping a close eye on this. Otherwise, let's move on. So in the news, again, like I mentioned, the fork's happening for Bitcoin. Um, some of the exchanges have started to come out and explain what they're intending to do. Now, Coinbase was one of the first. They came out and said, yes, we are in support of SegWit 2x. Whether we add the coin or not, that'll be determined. However, we will be giving our customers full control over those Bitcoin coins that come in to the market, and they'll be getting back to what they're going to call this coin and what the ticker will be, but they are going to honor their customers with those tokens or coins that they deserve. Now, CEX.io is another exchange. They were in the news yesterday along with UnoCoin. Now, CEX.io, they are an exchange, and they have come out with an official statement in their blog saying that yes, our customers will receive new coins if the SegWit 2x fork does happen. Now, again, they're not coming out with too much information other than the fact that yes, they will acknowledge the coins and will give their customers access to these coins, whether they allow trading, whether they allow purchase and selling of these coins, that will be up to them at a later date. But they are letting them know that their customers don't need to dump all their coins out of the exchange because they will be honored those coins. Now, something to keep in mind, Coinbase still hasn't allowed access to the initial fork that happened back in August with the Bitcoin Cash coins. So it won't happen until January or later that their customers will have access to those coins. So just because these exchanges are acknowledging that they'll have access and their customers will have access to the coins, it doesn't necessarily mean that we'll have access immediately. Now, Bitfinex is one that I cannot agree with, but they have given some pretty in-depth information about not only what they're going to do with SegWit 2x. Yes, they will acknowledge the fact that the coins are there. However, they're giving it kind of a secondary treatment. They've represented the ticker names here, and they're quite intricate. I'm not going to go through them all in this episode, but I'll leave links to all these exchanges and their mentions of how they will handle these tickers below, because especially with Bitfinex, it's very intricate. As you can see, they've given timelines and different scenarios and outcomes, and if this happens and that happens, they're trying to maybe cover themselves, but in my opinion, it's very in depth. For example, the ticker name B2X will be converted. I mean, what they've done is they've created tokens that represent potential outcomes. So you can almost bet or purchase tokens that will allow you to trade the outcome of the potential forks. So you can kind of get ahead of yourself and place some bets, almost so to speak. So Bitfinex is another one that's come out, but it's one that, again, if you're a United States citizen, You're not going to be allowed to do much trading anyways, so I'd maybe stay away from them. UnoCoin, as mentioned, they will again be honoring their customers. Um, Users will be encouraged to redeem their coins within 4 weeks of the split. On the parallel chain, UnoCoin does not support in long run submitting of the addresses. So again, they're gonna um, give you access to these coins, but it might not last. So you might be encouraged to almost get them out as soon as you can. And there might be a bit of a legal issue here where exchanges might be obligated to provide you with those coins, whether it's a small window of opportunity or not. So something to consider as well. And finally, if you are looking to looking for a faucet, or you want to get into Satoshis and Bitcoin, or you know someone that wants to get in, check out the link I'll provide in the description box for Bonus Bitcoin. It's one of the high payouts in regards to faucets, paying out higher than most other faucets. I'll give you a link that will allow you to get a bit more of a bonus if you use my referral, but basically it just allows you to accumulate up to 5,000 Satoshis a day on this site and keep them in a wallet that they provide. Pretty cool, a little bit of fun. Finally, if you don't follow me on Twitter, check me out. I am the Crypto Kid, and I do try to post multiple posts in one day. And on this channel, we are definitely posting more than one day. So check us out online. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.